Hey, you guys, and welcome to the Steele Wars Hyperchat. It is not an earthquake in LA. It is me shaking the screen so my head gets in the monitor because we are live on YouTube. Oh, I'm Steele Saunders, by the way. I do love Star Wars. Welcome. We're live on YouTube, Facebook Watch or whatever that is, Periscope. But the live chat often is cracking like it is just starting now on YouTube. It is super fun. Hey, everyone. Just let me know that you can hear everything because one of those, they're all those days. They're all those days, you guys. Hectic times here. We have, it is, yeah, hectic times. Now, hey, listen, I figure you can hear me. All right. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, buddy. Just want to make sure before we get into this. I think I'm just going to do some random stuff after this, some fun stuff I've seen on Twitter and all that good stuff. But our banner says, hey to everyone listening on podcast as well. This one will be an all access podcast. So you'll be hearing this on the iTunes feed. And if you want to get little podcasts like this every day about Star Wars news, then subscribe to patreon.com/Steele Wars for the $3. This will go into your podcast feed, or you can join us on YouTube if you can watch along as well. But I know some people do enjoy just having the audio while they're driving, all that good stuff, and you get all the bonus content. Anyway, let's talk about what we're going to talk about. Hey, guys, the sequel trilogy is not being retconned. It just isn't. I read an article today saying rumors persist that Disney, it's the same people just saying it. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start with this. But first of all, we need to consider the world we live in 2021. There are people that believe that the people that stormed the Capitol were paid actors. So that's our baseline level for how people are willing to adjust things that have happened in the world or haven't happened in the world to serve what they think is happening or would like to happen in the world. Now, how many times can one infamous Star Wars leak is that Luke Skywalker is going to pull a Star Destroyer down with using the Force. I think this sprung up 5 times during the sequel trilogy. Now, first of all, how can the viewers of that keep then going to that for, like, don't they, you know, like, hey, fool me 4 times. Shame on me continuously. That, really bad. How can the person who's apparently getting this information from their source keep trusting that source? How can the source and the source and source? I don't know who's the chain of events. But listen, let's talk about money. Money's important, isn't it? To the Disney Corporation, to Bobby I, to all the crew at the boardroom. Sequel trilogy includes Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Domestic box office in America, 936,000 million. Have I said that right? Just off $1 billion. It is the #1 film in American box office history. And you're going to override it? Hey, sure. The other ones didn't do as well. Star Wars The Last Jedi, at 2/3 of a billion, is only the 9th most successful film in American box office history. And say what you will about all of them, but including 2009's Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, Episode 9. Hey, that clocked in just over $500 million, making it the 14th most successful film in American box office history. I don't know you're going to discredit that chunk of change. Let's go to the comments. Let's see what's going on. Kessel Run Transmissions is in the chat, and it's not Noah or Corey. Wow. All right. This is a good one. Ian Nicole. I am Nicole, sorry. 11 says, I saw you on Jimmy Kimmel and I lost my mind. Buddy, I saw myself on Jimmy Kimmel and lost my mind. I will, I'll post that link later on, but I was on Jimmy Kimmel. Well, I wasn't in the audience for the Last Jedi episode of Jimmy Kimmel, and I ended up on Jimmy Kimmel. It was quite a time, and there's a YouTube video up of it. Can't retcon Jimmy Kimmel either. It's all canon, buddy. It's all canon. XL Bigged says, aloha, Steele. Surfing those good vibes with you always. Sam Queen says, Steele was on Jimmy Kimmel. We'll watch it. We'll watch it in a bit towards the end. All right. I read one article which said, this is the other thing. Now that, because Jon Favreau is saying how The Mandalorian feeds into the sequel trilogy, it feeds off the sequel trilogy affects it, and it affects the sequel trilogy. It is part of one universe, and he's very cognizant of that. People are now coming up with new reasons why it's not happening. I read one today. It's because they were going to do it, but it will dishonor the memory of Carrie Fisher, because she said she liked working on The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. So, are you telling me they were going to refilm, go over 3 of the top 15 films in American history, and then at the end went, but Carrie Fisher, yeah, we're not going to do it now. This is another one. I tweeted about this the other day. One report says that this, it's going to be a 10-part Disney Plus series or something. It will include an incredible unseen 10-minute scene between the 3 legacy characters, which was dropped from The Force Awakens. An incredible unseen 10-minute scene between the 3 legacy characters, which was dropped from The Force Awakens. So it was filmed, and it went for 10 minutes. 6 years later, we'd never heard of it. And I say this as someone that within very shortly after The Force Awakens came out knew a young Luke Skywalker was going to appear. I spoke to someone directly in the production that told me that. But this has been under wraps for 6 years. And it was filmed for The Force Awakens. Now, famously, like, when was this scene going to be in the film? They don't. And then famously at the script read, you remember the black and white picture with them all in the circle? Mark Hamill narrated because he had no lines. Anyway, back to this. This one paragraph is so good, which will include an incredible unseen 10-minute scene between the 3 legacy characters, which was dropped from the Force Awakens, which further reports that George Lucas will be making his return as director. Wow, this news is great because it's exactly what I wanted. Well, it's not what I wanted, but I'm sure there's other people that would love that. And that's the thing. These people report what they want, which is what other people want. And so they latch into it. And or it serves their view that these films are so bad. So everyone must, be trying to delete them. And there's no way Jon Favreau would work in with the continuity. Whew. It's wild. George Lucas coming back. I feel like that's some of the disappointment in these films is because people watch these channels that say that Luke's going to tear down the Star Destroyer, and they're like, oh, that's what's happening. The sources say. And then they watch a film, they're like, what the hell? What the hell? Chris Pennock says YouTube ad revenue is a hell of a drug. Well, I wouldn't know. I don't know. I guess if that's what you got to do, but it's just just people that interact with me. I think everyone, I don't know, maybe people, I'd be shocked if people listening to this go, oh, really? I hadn't realized. I was, yeah. RJ says the last 10 episodes is just everyone clapping. Yes. Sam Queen says Toro trilogy directed by Lucas. Hey, I'll drink to that. Castle Run Transmission says yes to more Toro. Aubrey, is that you? Is that you? All right, let's see what else is happening in let's go to this thing, Mark Hamill. This is a cool little thing. I'm just going to do random. There's not really Star Wars stuff going on today. It's real. But Mark Hamill replied to this tweet. Let's go check this out. Let's go get my mouse back online. If you are just listening, it's a photo of Harrison Ford and Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill, on set, filming the ceremony scene at the end of A New Hope. Mark Hamill has got his gold jacket off for rehearsal. Woo, with that jacket. And what they're doing is they're curtsying to Princess Leia. They're practicing, but they're holding hands. And then Hamill replied, it was Harrison's idea to hold hands so our movements would be consistent and Carrie's eyeline would match up. Other than this moment, we hardly ever held hands. And then he somehow got a little emoji of two people holding hands and hashtag true story. So that's a fun little tidbit. David Barrett says, not a fan of sequels as a trilogy. I hear that. But individually good movies and never want to get rid of them. Well, that's the thing. Like, people, like, these billions of dollars was generated by people that went to the films, and, you know, Star Wars is a very splitting thing. But a lot, you can't argue that a lot of people love these films. They love some of them, they love others, and the characters. They've been, like, for some Star Wars fans that are of the generation, this is it. This is their Star Wars. You know, you've got your Clone Wars Corey. You're going to have someone with a name, and then sequel trilogy Susie. She's out there. She's doing her thing. Let her keep her characters. Come on the internet, making stuff up. Think about sequel Susie. Hey? Hey? What else we got? Let's go to the Star Wars news. What are you guys, you got any good things going on? You help out for once in the chat. The Mandalorian, this is in the headlines, the Mandalorian will lead into Star Wars sequel trilogy, Jon Favreau says. And this, I'm not going to talk about who's posting what, but this same site is posting this stuff. How do how they get into the Google News, however the SO, whatever they do. Got to give it to them. They're doing a great job. All right, this is a cool thing. This is on Bleeding Cool. And it's interesting. Star Wars Kenner figures return as collectible pins from Numbskull. This is pretty funny. Numbskull is changing the collectible pin game as they announce their newest Star Wars collection. The new collection is taking... I'll tell you why I find it so funny, is what this is promoting is a very cool... I'm not, like, if I can get my hands on this, I will... Hey, Numbskull, I love your press release. Please send me this set. It is all 92... 98. Is it 98? Oh, they must have extras in there or something. Star Wars vintage figures represented as pins, as enamel pins. And the reason I laugh is because they have the little claim that Numbskull is changing the collectible pin game. Well, quite iconically in fan merchandise, the Black Series Rebels YouTube channel have been doing Kenner reproduction little pins now, like for as long as I've known them, like 4 years. So it's interesting thing to see, like something that there was demand for or was invented by fans and then done officially. It's very curious. It's and you can't, like, it's their IP. It's there. I hate referring to Star Wars as IP, but it's there. They own it. So, do you know what I mean? They can do it. If they want to make an untimely "Your Snoke Theory Sucks" T-shirt in the Kenner font, hey, I got no say in it. I got no say in it. But if you wanted to get one, this is a sweet plug. You can get it from Mercho Store on sale for just $9.95. You get a massive sticker pack. It's great times. Check that out, merchostore.com. Linked through steelwars.com. So there's that pin thing. And these are this is a cool set. I'm going to read this right there. I'll get the thing back up here. Numbskull is truly creating something amazing here, and we cannot wait to see them up close and personal. Oh, that's just that's editorializing. The Pin King Star Wars enamel pins from Numbskull will be priced at $7.99 for the 2-packs and $299 for the entire collection. Ooh. 300 bucks. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. But whew, in this economy, no buys from this home studio. There are 49 sets, 98 pin badges in total, all inspired by classic original Star Wars characters from the 70s and 80s. For hardcore collectors, collectibles don't get much better than this. And that's about it. But that's pretty cool. It's interesting though, how it's licensed product in imitating fan output. So there is that. What else we got? It's cool. This article on The Escapist. What is The Escapist? But it asks, Lucasfilm needs to decide who its audience is for Star Wars. I reckon their audience for Star Wars, in my opinion, it's for kids, and it's for people that want to feel like being a kid again. Like I don't like with you know, like DC properties and stuff like that, that, you know, you have a grown-up version and all that stuff. I feel like I don't want Star Wars to grow up. I want Star Wars to make me feel young. I don't want the, you know, the brooding version. And I'd say like The Mandalorian is like, that's about as dark as I want it, with the amount of you know, violence and themes in Star Wars. But so I'm keeping up on this WandaVision. Woof. First couple of episodes, I was like, yeah, I get what you're doing, and I'm confident this is going to lead to something compelling. And when I rewatch the series, all these little things are going to be like very meaningful. These weird things that happen in the TV shows. And after the 4th episode, bang, payoff. So good. So high recommendation. Sam Carey says WandaVision getting good. So yeah, theescapist.com, whatever you are as a website, it's for kids and people that want to feel like kids again. So let's go to the next page of news. Nah. There's one thing at Disneyland. The Rainforest Cafe is getting turned into a huge Star Wars store. So it's pretty cool. Oh, here we go. StarWars.com. Wherever the child streetwear collection goes, we go. Streetwear and Star Wars. Loving it. I don't know if this is very streetwear-y. Oh, this is okay. It's, I guess it could be interpreted. I'll put this up for the viewer. See if I can get this bigger. Nope. What do we think? I do like this interpretation, like with the outline and just the color bars around. This one, that's cute. But why does it still say the child? Grogu it up. Why are those 3 rivets there, by the way? Is that meant to look Star Warsy? There's a very bizarre hat on the screen, everyone, for listening to the podcast. Oh, and they're using the number 50 as he's 50 years old. He's as old as Lucasfilm. Grogu is as old as Lucasfilm. What do you know? David Barrett says, exactly how I felt. This is about WandaVision. Wife, on the other hand, wants all old sitcom feel the whole way through. Well, I think we're going to get a Brady Bunch one, aren't we? They're still going to do a bit of that. But, yeah. So there's some Star Wars streetwear at StarWars.com. Yeah. It's you could wear it on the street. I'm not going to take that away from them. But I'm not sure if it's streetwear. Hey, we were going to watch the Jimmy Kimmel thing. So let's do that. Only on the Steele Wars show do you get to see the host watch other videos of his. All right, wait there. Get it up. Michael Nipp would like to remind everyone about the algorithm. And why not, huh? Why not? All right, so this is live at the Scum and Villainy. I'm telling this story, I believe. Let me know that you can hear this.
Well, it's just another character. I mean, you know, he happens to be, well, actually, what's your theory, actually, is what I want to know. Because there are so many floating
There's
around.
a guy who's got a problem with every theory that anyone... and hopefully it's not one of the Snoke theories that Ryan came up with, but we don't know what his theory is. I asked him 11 times. We're never going to get to the bottom of anything with him. He's from Australia. But,
there's Syracuse!
He's got a shirt that said, your Snoke theory sucks.
What? So there you go. That is, oh, you couldn't hear it? Okay, you say we can't hear it. Why? Some people are saying they can hear it and some people they can't, but it's done now. But you can check that out. I'll put the link up on the, right there. I'll put the link in the chat now so you can go watch it, because I am gonna head off. Someone says, Sam Clean, you have been looked at by the Star Wars cast. Go watch the video, because it gets very surreal. It gets very surreal what actually happened on the show, okay? We are going to call that a day. Don't forget, if you're listening to this on iTunes or a normal pod feed and you want to get podcasts like this every day, check out patreon.com/Steele Wars for just $3. That can happen, as well as 700 previous bonus episodes, all our interviews in full, and our special ongoing bonus shows like Star Wars U-Bot Podcast, Page Wars, The Robo Report, all that good stuff. But this episode itself has gone on
long enough.
So may that force be with you.